Welcome, beautiful, amazing people. This is Veronica, integrative, holistic health nurse, empathic medical intuitive, a Reiki master, and a whole bunch of other certifications that you could read about on my website at higherrealmholistics.com. Welcome to my channel, and we are here to address a matter that I've encountered with my clients during and after seminars, and especially during those holistic health fairs where people get their little 15-minute fix of energy healing. People are now trying to replace their magic little pills that they get from the doctor and from their local pharmacy with energy healing, especially with Reiki. Yes, you do get an immediate effect from the Reiki. You do get an immediate effect from doing EFT tapping. Yes. God knows I use it all the time, especially with a migraine or with sciatic pain or nausea, sinus issues, those type of things. But unless you address what's causing those signs and symptoms, and that is what those are, signs and symptoms to a greater, deeper issue, those signs and symptoms are going to pop back. What's been going on, especially at work, I've treated several coworkers, especially my manager, constantly coming up to me, oh my God, my back. Oh, I thought I was fine. You fixed me. You fixed me a couple of months ago, and now it's back. You have to fix me again. And I'm like, well, you can come to my office and we can do a real session, because your back and neck issues have something to do with the way you're sitting and stuff, but there's a lot of stuff deep down that needs to be brought up in order to heal, which she's not ready to do. I don't need to be an empath intuitive to know that, honestly. And she doesn't need to tell me in order for me to know that she's just not ready to go deep. And in order to seriously heal and not have problems and signs and symptoms reoccur, you have to dig down deep. That is where the empathic, intuitive part comes in. I'm able to access that part of your subconscious where I could see where the problem originated from. Say it's an argument with your dad that you thought you settled 10 years ago, but in your subconscious you're still crying out for your father. And this is, I'm not naming any names of course, but this is what was going on with a client, and her signs and symptoms that she was presenting with were pseudo autoimmune issues, which was rheumatoid arthritis. She thought she had rheumatoid arthritis. She was 32 years old. And once we dug down deep and were able to bring it up, and she was like, oh my God, I do have dreams of my dad, and I'm constantly looking for him and crying for him. I'm like, you have to stop looking for him. And when she finally realized that and was able to come to terms and cut that damaging soul tie, gee, what do you know? Magically, she's sending me letters saying, wow, guess what? I really don't have rheumatoid arthritis, because all the tests were coming up negative, especially if your exams, all your tests are coming up negative. What is going on in your subconscious that's causing all this? Each disease presents differently, especially autoimmune disease has to do something with attachments. So until you cut that damaging soul tie, that attachment, you will not get better. You will only get worse. And you will present like you have the actual disease. Trust me, I know. My own story, I thought I was developing lupus. I had the awful butterfly rash. My joints were killing me. But my ANA test, which is a test they administer to say you have lupus, were coming up negative. But the doctor was like, you have to have it. There it is, written on your face. It was a damaging soul tie, a real horrible damaging soul tie attached to a narcissistic husband and narcissistic mother. And once I got rid of that, well, guess what? I dropped a bunch of weight. My skin cleared up. Oh yeah, by the way, I also had lost my hair too. Nice bald patch in the middle. That's why I always had a ponytail, for those who were wondering. All that cleared up, and God knows I have more hair on my head than I did as a teenager at this point. No, this is not a weave. It's actually my hair. So once I was able to bring that up, and I was able to do that with some Reiki, but with my path that I'm going on, my spiritual evolution, my awakening, it's mainly with my spirit guides. So I had to go through this on my own. That is, when you're a front runner, that is what you have to deal with. Lucky for you, I went through it, so I'm able to help you and pull you out of it. So if you're ready to dig down deep in order to rise high and awaken and become the true, full, unique you, the full expression of source creator that you're supposed to be, please contact me at higherrealmholistics.com. You can make an appointment right online. I do it when I do remote healings. I do it via Skype, but I'm also located here. As you can see, it's my lovely office in North Miami Beach, Florida. If you're in the area, especially if you do 3 sessions, which is what I recommend. One time, yes, you'll receive some healing. It'll be significant. You could read my reviews and my testimonials on my website. It will be significant. But if you want to totally heal in order to completely move forward and have that awakening ascension process really hit home, I suggest 3 sessions. I do 6 sessions also. I give a good deal for 6 sessions also. So please go to higherrealmholistics.com, and I hope to hear from you. Dig deep in order to rise high. Namaste.